I just wanted to say, if you enjoy me being more honest and straight up in these videos, more so than being maybe politically correct and overly respectful, then leave a like, because what I'm about to say next is going to piss off a lot of people. And this vid is going to get a lot of dislikes in return for that. So I asked on Twitter if you guys wouldn't mind me doing a short rant real quick at the start of this video. You all said, do it. Speak from the heart. Let's slay, spank, and educate these little Urkels and Mandarks trying to square up on us real quick before we catch another bubonic plague from their ignorance. Lately, it's become a huge meme to attack what we do because of characters getting strong in Dragon Ball. Example, Net Nobody, a pseudo-intellectual YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, tried attacking power scaling on Twitter, in which he stated, and I quote, "Fuck what you think. Kefla is a dumb character that shouldn't be able to keep up with Super Saiyan God Goku. Power scaling is ruined forever by off-brand Broly." In which I respectfully and professionally laid a steamer on his face and retorted, Kefla and Kale getting ass pulled to oblivion to fight Goku with Zenkais and then fuse as Kefla with a possible A times B multiplier does nothing bad for power scaling. It's just bad writing. And this seems to be the trend. Apparently, power scaling is the problem for these androids and their positronic brains. Power scaling is why Dragon Ball isn't good for them. And I find these claims very vexatious, as it's very clear they have no idea what power scaling even is. So let's hold their hand and explain it for them. The essence of power scaling is to extrapolate the scale within a series to answer the powers of featless characters that fight other characters that do have feats. It is not what determines how a character reached a certain level of power. Say for example, Jiren beats Golden Frieza, and Golden Frieza beats Gohan. Power scaling would be to dictate that because Jiren beat someone who beat Gohan, Jiren can himself beat Gohan. That's what power scaling is. Kefla becoming strong enough to fight Goku isn't power scaling whatsoever. But then, what would it be? Determining Kefla's strength is quite literally just that. Calculating her strength and her feats of fighting Goku. If Kefla fights Goku and beats him around, it's not power scaling's job to explain why it happened. It's power scaling's job to analyze the feat and fight and use it in comparison to others. The thing that determines why Kefla got so powerful is not power scaling, it's not strength calculation either, it's writing. The author wrote Kefla that powerful. And that's it. It's not up for us to decide how strong a character gets over time, whether it's bad writing or not. Much like Future Trunks in the Black Arc suddenly becoming God tier without any God forms per se. The only thing we can do is calculate from the few embers left in the ashes from the fires that is Dragon Ball Super's writing team and try to make sense of it all. So in conclusion, here's what happens when you say you think power scaling is over due to a character suddenly getting powerful versus a weakened Goku. So to prove power scaling is busted using nature of refutation, you'd have to argue Kefla being that strong can't happen, which isn't true. Toriyama can write Kale and Kefla to be however strong he wants them to be, and it's almost stated for an entire episode that they are getting stronger at massively high speeds. Then they Patara fuse, which in itself we have no idea exactly how powerful this is, only that it's vaguely stronger than Super Saiyan 3 on page 113 of Daizenshu 2, possibly stronger than Super Saiyan 4 in a Chinese guide, and possibly Fighter x Fighter on a story volume page 62 of the Super Exciting guide, which just like stacked tournament Super Saiyan God, not Ritual God where he absorbs everyone's power, but stacked God, are simply both vaguely above Super Saiyan 3. Therefore saying it doesn't make sense, power scaling is broken, is the fallacy. The second problem is that you'd be committing an argument from incredulity fallacy, which is essentially, I don't understand something, or I don't want to understand something, therefore it doesn't matter and it can't happen. So when someone gives you an explanation, say Kefla is so powerful, and you say, well, I still don't get it, or I don't care, so it doesn't matter, is an argument from incredulity fallacy. In essence, those are multiple fallacies I can think of off the top of my head without going on for 30 minutes straight. And you get the idea. Your opinion on how strong Kale, Kefla, and Kefla, or Krillin versus Goku, however strong you think they should be compared to Goku, has nothing to do with the power scaling community. And before you say, you're only saying all this because you're a power scaler, that too is a fallacy known as appeal to profession, and another fallacy by appeal to motive, in which you dismiss evidence due to you dismissing the opponent's intentions and profession over their evidence and arguments. And finally, to conclude, before we get into this episode, if you're a YouTuber that has a problem with this, one that particularly talks about me or throws shade at our community to be trendy, and insist on bitching about me and power scaling in your videos, feel free to hit me up on Discord or Twitter. I'm gonna bend you right over, rip your pants off, and penetrate you publicly in front of your entire following. And if that doesn't really interest you, you don't like the sound of that, keep my name out of your mouth, and be gone! So, to talk about the true power of Goku, I think it's important to kind of go over the misconceptions people have. For one, I did want to talk about Ultra Instinct's multiplier and how it's kind of more confirmed where Goku actually stands. Before versus Jiren, Goku's power was just like, oh, it's vaguely stronger than the Spirit Bomb plus Kaioken times 20's force, at least using Jiren as a scale. Except now, with Kefla, we have actual direct quotes here. A big misconception people have is Kefla only stands a chance because Goku is fatigued, which is completely illogical because Goku was extremely fatigued when he went Ultra Instinct last time as well. So the thing that happened last time is Goku went Kaioken times 20 numerous times. He actually got extremely tired at one point and Jiren like manhandled him and put his foot on his head. And then Goku keeps pushing Kaioken times 20, creates the Spirit Bomb, and then has an entire session where he's pushing with Kaioken times 20, which should extremely exhaust him. Even in his base form on Namek, using Kaioken times 20 for like almost an instant almost drained him completely. And then on top of that, he falls into the Spirit Bomb and he goes Ultra Instinct by breaking his limits because he fights for his life against the Spirit Bomb. So Goku was extremely tired even then and used the Spirit Bomb as fuel to attack. Goku versus Kefla would be a different story simply because Goku was regaining his energy and had to break through his limits to deal with an opponent who was stated to be stronger than the Spirit Bomb. Apparently, dealing with an opponent and raising your level to that power seems to access Ultra Instinct. Now, Kefla's power was directly stated to rival the Spirit Bomb. However, Kefla then goes Super Saiyan 2. So Kefla would be beyond twice as powerful as the Super Spirit Bomb. Now, something interesting about the Super Spirit Bomb that I've talked about before is that, for one, the Spirit Bomb itself is stronger than the Kaioken times 20. Goku threw it at Jiren in base form and thought that Jiren would probably struggle with it. So it's beyond Kaioken times 20. And I don't know if you're going to include the fact that he meant the Kaioken times 20 plus the Spirit Bomb, like when Goku was pushing it. If that's the case, it's something else. So it's over Kaioken times 20 plus the Spirit Bomb. And then she goes on again to transform to Super Saiyan 2 on top of her Berserker state, which is however strong. We have no idea how strong Master Berserker is, but it can be implied she got at least twice as powerful, which would imply over an 80 times increase onto Super Saiyan Blue. And then she becomes even stronger than that. She's actually not even going all out until the end. So it's implied that Ultra Instinct is over 80 times stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. Saikyo will release an interview with Toriyama talking about the forms on like December 1st. I think I'll go into more detail then. And it should also be noted that Kefla also stated she could destroy a universe. And for some reason, people got triggered about this. They're like, no way, Kefla could destroy a universe. Statements don't matter. And these are coming from the same people that are like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball's just now faster than light because Dispo said so. But apparently Kefla saying so doesn't matter. Which I could see why. You know, Kefla doesn't know shit about her universe. I doubt she knows about the size, but that would be requiring headcanon and going against author intentions. And it also should be noted that Goku and Kefla have both surpassed the gods of destruction, or at least are rivaling them. And they themselves can destroy more than a universe, at least using Beerus and Champa, who are going to destroy the universe 6 and 7 living universes, plus the space in between them. So yes, they are beyond universal regardless. Goku just got done shaking the world of Void, which is infinite in size. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean Goku is omnipotent because he shook infinity. Levels of infinity would dictate that universes can have infinite size and then have other universal realms in different timelines or in a multiverse, etc. like that. It doesn't necessarily mean you're omnipotent. It just means that you would be beyond universal. You'd be universal plus if you could destroy all the time space in an infinite universe. So Goku would already be at these levels regardless. And in terms of Kefla, her power in comparison to Goku, she is actually stronger than the previous Ultra Instinct. It's actually kind of hinted like, oh, she's stronger than the previous Goku that we saw before, at least the Omen. And this is backed up because Goku actually harnesses better movements, and this is stated by Dispo, and Topo confirms Goku is going to get stronger. Goku starts to master the attack pattern of Ultra Instinct. Before, he couldn't do that. He couldn't access its full power, and everyone is surprised that Kefla can't hit Goku. Even though they saw Goku versus Jiren, they say, why can't she hit Goku? Implying her power is massive, enough to push Goku to evolve his Ultra Instinct. That's what the writers were obviously going for there with Kefla. Kefla was a tool, help Goku grow. Some people have argued Goku's still holding back against her, which I could possibly see. Maybe he's just using her as a punching bag to train his abilities. However, that is a bit of headcanon. We don't really know for sure. And people were implying that Goku being able to dodge an opponent who's supposedly stronger is really impressive. I also believe that Kefla being on the level of Ultra Instinct Goku is actually very important, because if she actually is on the level of Ultra Instinct, it would make a lot of sense for all of the shenanigans we've went through so far in terms of writing. If Kefla was the intention to be sort of that middleman character that helped Goku ascend to a new level of Ultra Instinct or reawaken said power, that would make sense for why Kale and Kefla have been getting ass pulled to oblivion and have suddenly gotten so many increases over time. It'd be more like a writing strategy. It might be a little bit of a weird writing strategy, but it would make complete sense if that were the case. And I believe that saying Kefla is on these levels is the most logical way to go about things. Finally, I wanted to debunk the fact that that Dragon Ball Super characters are for some reason the last or the newest characters that have ever hit faster than light speeds. No one in Dragon Ball Z was faster than light, and Ultra Instinct Goku is just now hitting faster than light, if that, because Dispo said he was faster than light. Now, this is really insane, because you'd be ignoring everything in original Dragon Ball. So the speed of light is about 670 million miles per hour, and the speed of lightning is 220,000. That's about a 3,000 times difference. As a reminder, Kid Goku was dodging lightning while he trained with Kami. Piccolo blew up the moon in 4 seconds, where it takes light 1.2 seconds. Kid Buu was going to ravage the entire universe, which is billions of light years long, within the lifetime of a Kaioshin. But these are just side points. Let's just say Super Saiyan Gotenks. Super Saiyan Gotenks. Not Kid Goku, who did the same thing, but Super Saiyan Gotenks, who is tens of thousands of times stronger, ignoring the fact that Goku got tens of thousands of times stronger in a single arc fighting Frieza. Running around the world is the speed of lightning, even though it wouldn't be. It would actually be relativistic, bare minimum, in travel speed, not even combat. Gotenks being the speed of lightning, and then Gotenks goes Super Saiyan 3, which is 8 times stronger than that. So divide 3,000 times by 8, and you'd have about 380. And then remember that base Vegito fought a character that was stronger than Gotenks and Buu put together. Base Vegito would be over twice as powerful as this. And then remember, Vegito can multiply his power by over 400 times using Super Saiyan 3. And then remember that Super Saiyan God was stated stronger than whatever Vegito could handle versus Beerus on top of a time skip. You could also argue that base Goku himself crapped on Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and can multiply his power by over 400 times, stack God on top of that, and then go Kaioken times 20, and then multiply his power by possibly 80 times onto Blue using Ultra Instinct. Saying these characters are the limits of light speed is absolutely ridiculous. And if they could shake infinity or destroy endless universes, it's not far-fetched to say that their speed would also be an immeasurable level, far beyond just massively faster than light. And I'm actually going to make a video touching up on the speed of Goku very soon. It seems to be a very big topic. People are taking this Dispo thing and downplaying Ultra Instinct way too hard. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about the new multiplier for Goku, go on a little bit of a rant here, and I hope you enjoyed. If you don't mind these rants, let me know. Subscribe, and till next time.